Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. Today, the DC FanDome released their ginormous schedule. It is out. It's finally out right here. DC Comics and some other websites says you're going to need all 24 hours of DC FanDome. Build your schedule. Add it to your personal calendar and even share it with friends to make sure you don't miss a thing on August 22nd. And there is the website right there, schedule.dcfandom.com. Go on there today, this weekend. Build your custom schedule now. Plan your experience. What a wonderful image here. Fantastic. And the schedule itself. So, got your own schedules, but there are different tabs on the top. And I like this area where you can actually figure out your time zone. Of course, I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii. I figured that to my time zone. There's even different filters here and languages and things like that, and your personal schedule. Before I show you my personal schedule, let's go into this. So Wonder Woman 1984 panel is the first one out the gate, and that is at 7 a.m. my time. That's my time now, so be careful. It's probably like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but when you go on the site, you can customize your own, like I said, and it will have your own timestamp. So, of course, Wonder Woman 1984, one of the best, in my opinion, my own opinion, promotional art for this movie, because this swirly thing, it just reminds me of Ultraman, the old Ultraman days, and I just love it. But it's fantastic, right? So, and I'm going to turn this off so you can see it fully. Wonder Woman 1984 stars Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Kristen Wiig, and Pedro Pascal, and director, co-writer, producer Patty Jenkins joins forces with Brazilian hosts Enrico Borgo, and Aline Denise to celebrate the fans. In a big way, they will answer questions from fans from all over the world, talk fan art and cosplay, and reveal an all-new sneak peek at the upcoming film, plus a few more surprises. I love that they throw in a few more surprises. There's a lot of things, and like I said, this is the present. This is the gift wrap part of the present, and we went on Christmas Day, which is on August 22nd, on our Christmas Day. And then anyway, we get to open up that gift wrap, open up that box, each present, and there's going to be some few surprises in there. And Wonder Woman 84 looks like it's going to have some of that surprises as well. So I'm really curious to see what those surprises are, especially for a film that we kind of already know. I think for the most part, it says reveal an all new sneak peek. But what's the plus a few more surprises, right? Because we're going to get a sneak peek. We kind of know what this kind of is. We're seeing a lot of promotion for it. It was supposed to have come out in theaters. What more? What more can they tell us from this panel? So that is interesting. But as we move on, there's going to be a Warner Brothers Games Montreal announcement. Fantastic. We need more DC games. I cannot stress this enough. And so I'm happy that there's this Montreal is going to do something. Arkham Origins, it was a good game. I don't know why they hate people. I love that game. I enjoy that game. It's not as finesse as the other Arkham games, but I feel like it's part of the Arkham universe in a way. So gamers, you won't want to miss this first look at an exciting new game with Q&A with its developers. It's 20 minutes, so I can't wait to know what this is. Can it be a Superman game? Is it possible to make a Superman game now? I still want a Superman game. I still believe that one could still make a Superman game, and I don't know if that's what they're going to do. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they're going to make a Justice League game because, Marvel's Avengers has made a game by Square Enix, so that's still a possibility. So, but you know what? Let's go into my schedule for a minute because I want to refine it down. I get it. There's some other things that are like Sandman Universe, but this is going to be my schedule for that first day. I'm possibly going to react to this stuff. So I'm going to see how it goes, but I'm going to try see if we can do that. I want to get my own initial reactions to that, or seeing all these different panels at this during these times, right? So we got the Multiverse 101 panel. I'm really intrigued by this. I want to see how they can, what they can share about their plans for the immediate future and the future or distant future about DC, right? We had that whole Hollywood Reporter article with Jim Lee. They talked a little bit about DC and how what they're going to go through with it, their hopes and hopes, and making it broad, making it diverse, making all different sort of DC fans come together, unified under this DC fandom. So get schooled in this engaging refresher course on the creation of the multiverse with DC chief creative officer and publisher Jim Lee, Warner Brothers Pictures president of DC-based film production, Walter Hamada. So Walter Hamada has not really done much press, has not done really much of these type of panels and stuff like that. So this is going to be really interesting to see him in this. I'm really curious to hear his thoughts about this whole thing, right? Berlanti Productions founder and DC TV mega producer, of course, Greg Berlanti, and this is something that he's been very successful with CW and so on and so forth. He's got that new Green Lantern show coming out on HBO Max, so we're gonna see this a multiverse idea, which kind of stems from that little hint of Ezra Miller's Flash showing up with Grant Gustin's Flash, a melding of things where we don't have to just tell you one story of DC. We can tell you all the different stories of DC, and they are all canon. They're all part of this universe. So I'm really intrigued by this one panel right here. Of course, that goes into introducing Flash because it's the multiverse. They might as well get into it. One-on-one style conversation with the Flash filmmakers Andy Muschietti and Barbara Muschietti. Star Ezra Miller and screenwriter Christina Hodson will give fans a speedy rundown on the first ever Flash feature film, and that's what I want. It's only 10 minutes. That's fine because it's really, it's all pre-recorded anyway. They haven't filmed anything, but at least maybe they can give some concept, give some idea about Flash, where they're going to go with it, how Flash pointy are they actually going to do with it. I don't think there's much about that. Maybe we'll learn more about some of the cameos, like Michael Keaton as Batman or things like that. So really looking forward to that as myself. So beyond Batman, now this one I was kind of like, well, I want to see what they're gonna go through with this. It's it's beyond Batman, but I can't help seeing that as Batman Beyond. So the Batman of swinging 60s culture clashes with the Batman of far-flung future, where Batman Beyond and his mentor old Bruce Wayne intercept the broadcast of the 1966 Batman TV show. It's only 5 minutes, but I think it's going to be a fun one just to see that it's I don't know if it's a little animation. I think it's an animation, but I'm just really intrigued to put that on there. It's a nice little thing in between two giant movie panels. Of course, the Suicide Squad panel comes up. What else would you expect from the Suicide Squad but the ultimate elimination game? First up, writer-director James Gunn takes on fan questions, then brings out Task Force X for a fast-paced, no-holds-barred squad showdown that tests every team member's squad knowledge and survival skills. And that's 30 minutes. And I wanted that's in a way alluding to the actual plot. Like there's some elimination when that's why there's so many people in this movie and they're all going to get eliminated. There's a mission out there and they're trying to use every single of their skills and they're dying. Like they're dying in the mission. And so I'm wondering if that's an allusion to the actual plot. How much can they talk about it? And finally revealing the cast and revealing who each cast member plays. That's one of the things I want to know, and also the sneak peek. I think we're definitely going to get a trailer or a teaser for this film. Finally get to see it in its true glory rather than behind the scenes pictures and things like that. I want to see what this film, the feel, the tone, everything. I want to see what this looks like. So that's the Suicide Squad panel. Then we're coming to a surprise DC Comics panel. It's only 20 minutes, has nothing. It doesn't tell you a thing about what this is going to be. And I want to say this is probably a movie or multiple movies, right? I don't know what's going to be on. There's hints and rumors and this is every Comic-Con. Oh, we're going to have another Superman solo film. Oh, we're going to have this and so on and so forth. And I think it's going to be big, and I think it's going to be multiple films on here, but it has to be pretty big. To me, it has to be pretty big. It can't just be like, I don't know, Kite Man or Plastic Man or whatever. I think it's gonna be substantial. Like if for the love of God, it's gonna be Superman, like Henry Cavill dons the cape again in his Superman centric solo outing that is not related to Justice League or anything like that. I am gonna be super happy. Like, this would be a great just a little bit like just a little bit great appetizer, even a meal before the next panel, which is the Snyder Cut's Justice League. But I love to see what projects would stem out of this surprise DC Comics panel, right? And it's 20 minutes. So I don't think it's just going to be a whole panel for one movie. Like, in my mind, and I'm guessing, is that it's going to be multiple films. It's going to be multiple announcements within one little panel. That's where I'm headed with that, but we'll find out soon enough. Of course, the next one is my biggest one. This is one starred, saved everywhere. This is the one I'm never ever going to miss. I'm gonna hold on to using the bathroom and everything because I'm gonna have to be on this one. I'm gonna have to react because I can't wait to see this. The Snyder Cut of Justice League panel. Zack Snyder fields questions from fans and a few surprise guests as he discusses his eagerly awaited upcoming cut of the 2017 feature film and the movement that made it happen, right? 25 minutes. It's 25 minutes. Now, at first I was kind of confused because I think at the beginning of the day it was like 11:45, and then the next panel was at 12. So I was like, isn't that 15 minutes? And I do my math right. But then they changed it. The next panel is actually at 12:10. So anyway, so it is truly 25 minutes, and that's awesome. So we're gonna get a trailer, we're gonna get a teaser, we're gonna get a trailer, and like I said, it's gonna be revealed online afterwards, so we don't have to worry about it like expiring in 24 hours. And to be honest, I hope every single trailer for everything that comes out of DC FanDome is available online, truly, and I think it should. So hopefully that actually happens. But I want to see what other things will come out of this. Are we going to get revealed, whether it's a movie or series? Its title, is it Zack Snyder's Justice League? Is it going to be called Justice League Snyder Cut? Is it going to be called the Snyder Cut of Justice League? Justice League Part 1? I don't know. We're going to have some surprise guests. Are we going to see Ray Fisher? Are we going to see Henry Cavill? Are the cast going to show up? Jason Momoa, Gal, Ben Affleck, are they going to show up? Or are they going to announce it together or share their thoughts on it together? It's going to be about the movement too. And I think Fiona actually tweeted out that she is going to be on there. So we're going to see Fiona be represented for the movement in this panel as well. So that's going to be exciting as well to see it all come together, and a celebration. Like I said, this is a celebration for the movement. We're getting it. But this, like, we're finally at a fucking con that is actually having a Snyder Cut on there. Like, how many years have we been like, is it gonna show us? Are they gonna announce it? Or it's finally freaking happening, and we're gonna have a 25-minute panel with a trailer. Woo! It's gonna be awesome. So this one is a definitely must see, and already added to my schedule. Of course, that was like the first thing I added. I was like, scrolling down, where's the Snyder Cut, and add that one first. So that's what's gonna happen with that. So, but next panel, Black Adam panel, of course, 12:10. Star of the first ever Black Adam feature film, Dwayne Johnson sets the stage for the story and tone of the new movie with the fans' first Q&A and a few surprises. And I think the surprises would probably be the entire cast. I think by now, if they were going to shoot it this year, by now they should have had every single a character, have a cast person, a cast connected to it. So We know I'm forgetting his name. Noah Centino is Adam Smasher. Dwayne Johnson is Black Adam. Well, let's get Hawkman. Let's get Dr. Fate. Let's get whoever we can get on that panel. And if by a chance we're not going to get any Superman movie or something, and he doesn't even show up at Snyder Cut, I would still love him if he just jumps on here on a Black Adam panel and Dwayne Johnson's like, in this movie, I'm gonna go and kick this guy's ass or something like that. And I would like that would be one of the highlights if that could happen, please. So Black Adam versus the JSA is probably one of my anticipated movies aside from the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Also, there's gonna be another to be announced, and so I don't know when this is gonna head up. I don't know within from now till DC FanDome, which is actually just next week, Saturday, we're going to have another announcement of another panel right here. And what is that going to be? I have no idea. And then that would, of course, repeat. But Aquaman's going to have a panel. Aquaman director James Wan and King Orm himself, Patrick Wilson, they take a deep dive into the world of Atlantis that Wan created, revealing their favorite behind-the-scenes moments from the largest DC movie ever. 10 minutes of that. We'll probably get some conversations, talks about Aquaman 2. It does say only Patrick Wilson. I'm wondering if Jason Momoa will show up for this one. And I mean, that would make sense to me since he's, I don't know, Aquaman, but he could be busy and not be able to make it. But hopefully, maybe a clip just to say hi or something, and maybe a little bit more about what Aquaman 2 is going to be about. That would be pretty that would be cool to see. Shazam panels right after, at my time, 1:35. Zachary Levi and the cast can't tell you shit. Sworn to secrecy on the new script for their upcoming movie. Zack and a few of his Shazam castmates talk with the Philippines' #1 DC fan, Gino Quillamore, about what the next movie might be about, while commenting on everything from panels to the other Zack's cut, and even have a few surprise guests drop in 10 minutes. I think that's a joke. I really don't think they're going to go into it that much, but yeah, he's probably going to say real quickly, he says, yeah, you know what, my thoughts about Zack Snyder's cut, I believe it, or what. Of course, it's coming out, so he's probably going to say something about that. But a few surprise guests. Hey, what will be better than to kind of just do away with the headless Superman as Henry Cavill's headless Superman, and have Henry Cavill just drop right in here so he can go talk to Zachary Levi on Zoom and says, I am Superman or whatever. Maybe I'm going to make a cameo in this movie. How awesome would that be? And I am like totally talking about Henry Cavill showing up in almost every single panel, but dude, I love Henry Cavill Superman. I am a huge Superman fan. I need more Superman. I'm sorry. So I hope that actually happens, right? Then we get into a game. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Will Arnett, out of all people, will host the highly anticipated video game reveal from Rocksteady Studios, creators of the Batman Arkham franchise, 20 minutes. This is another one I'm really looking forward to, especially now that they're including the Justice League. At first, I was like, oh, Suicide Squad, oh yeah, I'd play that. But what? Justice League is going to be? Okay, I'm down. So this actually takes it right there. It shows you right away the title, Kill the Justice League. That's not Bizarro. That is fucking Superman. And they're going to have to find a way to take out Superman, right? And this is going to be by the Arkham creators. I'm down 100%. I cannot wait for this. I hope they show gameplay, not just a cinematic. I still would love to see the story and what that entails. But I hope they're like, I don't know when they started this or how. I'm not really familiar with this game. I've heard that this was rumored for a while now, but they're finally revealing as an official. I want to see the gameplay. I want to see what this looks like. I'm expecting it to look like the Batman Arkham franchise, but like the gameplay part of it. And I wonder if it's open world. What's it gonna be about? Like I really looking forward to this. And finally, their Rocksteady is gonna tackle Superman in some aspect or some form. Down. I am down for it. I'm really, really down for it. So that's one of the ones I'm really excited about as well. The Batman. Batman, of course, Matt Reeves. The Batman filmmaker Matt Reeves joins host and self-professed fangirl Aisha Tyler for a discussion of the upcoming film with a surprise or two for the fans. So I'm thinking we're definitely have the cast, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, all these other characters, all the, come up, maybe revealing who they are and whatever, and also a teaser or a trailer of some sort. I know they didn't film too much yet, but I think they should have enough to have little teasers or a little trailer, something like that. So I'm really intrigued to see what that would entail as well. So that'll be pretty awesome. To be announced. Also, these other to be announced. I just highlighted them. I don't know it didn't say encore in these ones, just like all these other films, and I can show you here. Look how it says they will have encores for the rest of the day. If you missed it the first time around, you'll be able to watch it again at other times. So I noticed that to be announced was I'm thinking it's probably the same movie, and it just doesn't have an encore because they haven't announced what that movie is. But I'm just looking at through a really fine tooth comb here. So that's exciting. So that's the biggest part of it. That's the biggest part of the panels. I know there's other stuff like Legacy, the Bat panel that we could probably look at as well. They're 15 minutes, but I think these are just like little highlights of kind of like breaks in between the major announcement stuff peppered in, and for people who want to watch the TV stuff, there's the Flash panel on the Watchverse, has a lot of that. Black Lightning, Pennyworth, DC's Legends of Tomorrow. There's even, I think there's Stargirl on here, Doom Patrol panel, and so on and so forth. But there's Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. There's a screening of that. That's awesome. I actually might want to watch that. Let me add that in. So I'll probably check that out if that is not in the time. Oh, I see. So I think these times, maybe some of these are like once, you can only watch it once. There's some that was just keep repeating, but I think Watch First maybe just as scheduled as well. Oh, it is. Okay, so it's scheduled as well, but you have multiple times you can watch some of this stuff. Superman world premiere, Man of Tomorrow. I'll probably check out that as well. And I'll have to kind of I'll probably sort through this to make sure it's not overlapping something in the movie verse that I really want to react to. And I'm thinking probably towards the end of the day. So that's awesome to see. Kids, it's going to be available all day. You can go ahead and go through this. If you've got kids, there's definitely something for them. Uverse got some stuff for them as well. Val Kilmer, in terms of Val Kilmer, he is going to appear on this panel. And I think this is available all day as well. Superstar, super fans. Actor, artist Val Kilmer donned the famous cape and cowl in Batman Forever, inspired by his experience in the role and his love of the character. He has previously created a series of original Batman paintings featuring variants of his image from the film. And exclusive to DC FanDome, Val has created 10 new original pieces that are revealed here for the first time ever. For more information on this art, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if they're going to talk about the Schumacher cut or not, but in any case, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of add that to my schedule just to make sure that I catch that at least once. So to take a look at that. A Funverse got some intriguing stuff here. It's more for the kids, especially. So that's gonna be kind of fun stuff in here as well. Then, of course, Insiderverse also available all day long. You can go ahead and click on it. That which is different from the other panels and so on and so forth. So it's going to be exciting. And I think, like I said, Hall of Heroes is the one to be at. That's one of the biggest announcements, the biggest movies, the biggest panels. And of course, the one thing that we've all been waiting for at least 3 fucking years. And that is the Snyder cut of Justice League. We're going to get the full blown trailer. And I can't wait to see that. Also the announcement. I mean, the other ones, what are the other movies that are going to be announced for this huge event? So yeah, so that is DC FanDome. The schedule is released. It's amazing. It's huge. A great time to be a DC fan. That weekend, I am done. I am out. right? I'm gonna be stuck in here in this room, my butt in my seat, and I'm not gonna go anywhere. I mean, well, maybe I will, but I'm just saying, like, for the most part, the first 8 hours right here, maybe doing some reactions. I don't know yet. I know a lot of people are wanting me to go on their show, but I said I don't know yet. I'm really just want to be like right here with my screen. This is kind of like my football, if you will, my Super Bowl, and yeah, and then we're gonna have a. I'm gonna be on real. I'm the one definitely I'm gonna be on is on Real Emotion. We're gonna have a little roundtable session with Real Anarchy with Garza, Ben Everts, Comic Movie Marks, of course, Dave the Film Junkie, Stephen Colbert, and Scott McClellan, and we're gonna just go over all the stuff that was announced, all the great stuff. And we're gonna geek out and nerd out about it. Yeah, great time to be a DC fan. Great time to just, I mean, just like eat a fucking hot dog. I guess I'm gonna make a hot dog that day. Oh, hell yeah. All right, guys, well, that is it. That is it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.